everyone, welcome to Newstrends with Oluwa. This is the Newstrends for this week. Now let's take a look at the highlights of the stories. Nigerian Air Force denies Wall Street Journal report on paying ransom to bandits in exchange of anti-aircraft gun. Information Minister Alhaji Lai Mohammed described bandits as common criminals. Celebrities and youth hold protest and procession to mark 1-year anniversary of ENDSARS. Journalist barred as detained IPOB leader Kanu is arraigned in court amid tight security. Before we go to the details, please subscribe to my channel to get updates of new episodes of the program. Earlier in the week, the Nigerian Air Force denied a report by the Wall Street Journal that it paid 20 million naira as ransom to bandits in exchange for an anti-aircraft gun seized from the Nigerian Army. The Wall Street Journal said in a report on Sunday that the Nigerian Air Force brokered the deal as President Buhari was planning a trip to Katsina, his home state. The U.S. media outlet said 20 million naira was delivered to the bandits in Rugu Forest by a Nigerian Air Force officer who leaked details of the operation under anonymity because the military realized that it would be too risky to leave the weapon in the hands of violent criminals operating in an area the presidential jet would fly over. But the Nigerian Air Force in a statement denied making such payments to bandits in exchange for weapons, adding that that report was designed to cast aspersion on the service. Also this week, Nigeria's Minister of Information and Culture Alhaji Lai Mohammed described armed bandits terrorizing the northwest and some other parts of northern Nigeria as common criminals. Speaking during a television interview, he said, "Unlike Boko Haram and the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB who have ideologies and flags, bandits are simpler criminals."
IPOB is prescribed.
Prescribed, yes.
So to start with. And by law, they've been declared as terrorists.
Okay.
So also is Boko Haram. They are terrorists. Now, the difference between IPOB, Boko Haram on the one side, and bandits is that while both Boko Haram and IPOB are driven either by ideology or driven by a belief in that they don't be part of Nigeria. They have their own flags. They hoist their own flags. Bandits have no flags. Bandits are simple criminals.
Well, the comments of the minister is coming amid growing call that President Muhammadu Buhari should declare bandits and killer headsmen as terrorists. To another story that made the rounds this week, President Muhammadu Buhari said the insecurity situation in the country is declining. He stated this in his goodwill message to felicitate with Muslim Umar on the occasion of Eid al-Maulud, issued by Garba Shehu, his senior special assistant, media and publicity. According to the statement, President Buhari affirmed that the government fully expected and intended for the trends to continue and called on the media to address the tone, content and standards of reporting into security and safety measures. Now let's go to the biggest story that really got the attention of a lot of people, which is the ENDSARS memorial protest. This was the biggest this week as Nigerian youth held memorial protests in Lagos and Abuja on Wednesday, 1 year after security forces violently suppressed mass protests against police brutality and bad governance. Under heavy police watch, dozens of protesters rallied in a procession of cars waving green and white national flags from windows at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, the site of the crackdown on last year's ENDSARS demonstration. Later on, most of the crowds were dispersed and there were arrests and brutalization of protesters and journalists covering the event.
What did I do? I also am What did I do?
finally, this week, detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu, pleaded not guilty to the 7-count amended charge the federal government preferred against him. Kanu, who was dogged before trial justice Binta Nyako, said he was innocent of all the allegations the federal government levied against him after the charge was read to him in the open court. His rearraignment came a day the Department of State Services (DSS) blatantly refused to allow even a single journalist inside the courtroom. Well, that's all we have for you on the news trends with Oluwa this week. Drop your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to follow me on my various social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook at Oluwa Aladejuigwe. That's all for this week. See you next week. Bye-bye.